Hello everyone, just bringing you an update on the Southern Logging Railway that I began a couple of years ago. I've been working on the electrical part for the last couple of months, and now that summer is drawing nigh, as they say, and things are starting to come together. And matter of fact, I'm almost ready to put some scenery in. The last part I added just a week ago will be the logging area on the return loop, and it will also be the first area that scenic. I've left myself a little access hole, as you can see there in the back, and I will have a removable piece. There will be a tunnel area behind the logging area, and in there I've experimented with some ballast. I finally decided on a blend of medium gray and fine gray from Woodland Scenics. It actually turned out very well, and I'm quite pleased with it. The other thing I've experimented with is using Krylon camouflage flat paint for my rails. This color is almost identical to Roof Brown, which I like and which the Fremo Club I belong to also uses. The one thing that you should be careful of, though, is that it is enamel paint, and you should have lots of ventilation and only do a little bit at a time. And because it is a spray paint, it dries extremely fast once you spray it on. I read about a tip in this regard in Model Railroader a number of years ago. I believe the individual was Lionel Strang, who mentioned that if you use a Q-tip and a tiny bit of liquid dishwashing soap and put it on the rails on the top of the rails prior to spraying, it will be very easy to take off. I tried this and it worked extremely well. It really takes it off quickly, and all I use is a paper towel wrapped in a straight edge, and off it comes. Very little cleanup afterwards. Over the summer months, I managed to complete all 4 schematic panels using double pole, double throw, center off switches, much like Flyman JG. In total, there are 32 turnouts on the layout, all Pico Code 83, and all are operated by Tortoise machines. The largest panel controls the yard and dock area and a few of the turnouts on the upper level. The second panel controls the yard throat plus the concrete area that a friend of mine gave me, so I have incorporated it into the layout. The third panel controls the mill area and the reverse loop. For the reverse loop, I've used a Digitrax AR1, and it works extremely well. The fourth panel is basically an adjunct or an auxiliary to the larger mill schematic panel. I added it on and connected it so that you don't have to continue running around the reverse loop in the mill area. As you can see in the mill area, I've done a cardboard mock-up of the mill that I will be constructing over the next 10 to 12 months. It's actually a model of the Sierra West scale kit of, I believe it's called Twin Mills at Deer Creek. I will also be incorporating behind the mill a couple of more kits. These are old Keystone kits that I've had for many years, so I finally started to put them together. One is the dry kiln, and the larger one without the roof is a planing mill. I hope to have that done sometime this winter. All the track is either Code 83 Atlas or Code 83 Pico. I actually prefer the Pico, but my Children bought me 100 feet of Atlas, so I've incorporated in there too. And once again, I'd like to thank Tommy 022481, Flyman JG, NS Modeler 24 Young Josh, and of course Monster Railroader Al Mayo for all their help in helping me get along to get things working correctly. So far I'm quite pleased with how everything operates, and if it wasn't for you gentlemen, it would have never been done. So thanks again, and I'll give you an update when I start the scenery.